Morning everyone, it is Saturday. I'm here at Greenbelt. I'm on my way to the pagoda to go to a talk with a couple of my friends about consumerist activism and how to be a responsible, aware, conscious person who can take companies to task about their policies. I'm excited to be challenged and hey, changed. Let's go with changed. Yum, yum. Rain. Tipping it down outside, so I've taken shelter in the Christian A's cafe. A lot of flags, they're big on flags here and bunting, so I'm just going to prep my interview with Kate Watley. The weather has become nothing short of apocalyptic. Look at all this. You can't even see that it's raining, and it's raining really hard. And I'm sweltering. But I have to get to the pagoda to see a panel on Scrabble Church. I'm going to try and leg it. Here we go. Oh. There's water in my shoes. I wanted to wait to take my shoes off just to show you guys. Here we go. Right, ready? I hope this is going to be dramatic, otherwise this is going to be really silly. Okay, you can't see that, but if you could see that, you would be able to rainy, you would be able to see, sorry, hang on. You would be able to see that my shoes are so wet they're spelty. It's the kind of wet where you're like, I can't remember how it feels to be dry. So that's why I am going to get into my sleeping bag and finish writing my article. Except you know when you put your bag down you think it's going to be, oh! That's thunder. Seems safe to be in a tent when there's thunder and lightning. We'll find out. It is day 2. I'm in my tent. I have spruced as much as I possibly. Right, so there's some kind of crickety noise, and it sounds like it's in my tent. I think it might just be next to my tent, but never. How did all those spiders get? I'm surrounded by nature. I wish I was enjoying it more. These spiders have been in Rosalind's tent for some time now. It's unclear what their purpose is. Are they just hanging out as a family? Or are they planning Rosalind's demise? Only time will tell. In a minute I will be on my way to communion, which is sort of led by, I'm just going to shut this so the spiders can't get in. Hello, there we are. It's going to be sort of led by Justin Welby, Archbishop, but it is supposed to be customised and generally led by children to kind of see God in a child's eyes again. It's so nice to see such an assortment of people here. There's the young, the old, the in-between, the people who are rocking their festival gear, lots of pretty dresses and wellies. It's going to be really weird now when you do that. Look at them, look how festival they look. Look at this guy, super festival. I should also say at this point, shout out to all the stewards who are doing a brilliant job of organising this many people. It's obviously a lot more than they were expecting for this particular service, and they're doing a cracking job. So thank you, volunteers at Greenbelt, and everyone who's made this festival as slick and enjoyable as it is. This is everyone offering a high five of peace. Oh, this is adorable. Yep.
next to women in bikinis. One day, the biggest bully in the school will walk home hand in hand with the smallest kids, and the smallest kid will help the bully to do their homework. One day, kids will laugh at their dad's jokes.
There's a big hubbub now while everyone gets into little groups to share communion, and it's really sweet because they're like, make sure no one's left out. And I think that's one of the best things about Christian teachings, is that no one should be behind the words of Stitch. Runs I'm just walking from the communion service. It was wonderful, like really, really wonderful. Sadly, I couldn't film a lot of it because it was far away and also restrictions, which is fair enough. So I imagine if you go on the Greenbelt website or YouTube, they might have some stuff for you there. But it was just fabulous. The children had obviously been marvellously well educated and led, and it was beautiful and honest and really special. They've also just announced that Folk On are coming at 3 o'clock, which I'm really excited about. They're fabulous guys, so hopefully going to grab them for a quick chat later, as we are musical comedy award people, friends. You are truly British when it is barely sunny and you think, you know what, it's time for an ice cream. Off to a talk on feminism and Christianity, 2 of my very favourite things.
Women against men, of course it's not. But it is about trying to find out how we have these conversations and be honest about them. Recently, Emma Watson, who identifies herself as a new feminist, so somebody who's just coming into the movement. In fact, I saw her interview Gloria Steinem.
Just come from the feminism talk. It was quite interesting. It wasn't what I was expecting at all. It was in the interfaith space, which is fantastic. I think in partnership with the Cambridge Interfaith Programme and Coexist, which are fabulous organisations, and they do amazing things with scriptural reasoning and all sorts of cool stuff. So yeah, it was very interesting. Not many necessary solutions offered, but just quite a nice discussion. There's a magic show going on. And now I'm heading over to the big top to catch a bit of folk on.
If you just ignore Australia, it's the place. Somebody
Walking around, I'm still trying to find folk on. Where are you, slippery gentlemen? I'm going to try and see my big bolz-weber stone. Calm stitch, very tall lady. Well, I found them. They're on the other end of that queue. It's looking ominous again. Oh my gosh, right, let me sit down for a second. So I've just been in the little big top, which is behind me, and there was a playthrough of they're calling it a video game. It's basically looking at infant cancer, and you kind of have the experience of hearing the parents' thoughts and going through the kind of slightly unsettling lostness of the experience.
So yes,
and it's really affected me actually,
there's more stuff tomorrow
in a way that I wasn't expecting. So I think I need to go away and process it. Just to show you the kind of full range of emotions you can have at Greenbelt, because I think this is an appropriate response to it. I hope, because tragedy happens and you have to confront it. And art is a good way of doing that because it makes people feel stuff, especially somebody like me who I'm incredibly suggestible and sensitive. So I think I'm going to write about art and faith and why it's a really good mix or why they can help each other and how they can help each other, the two sort of realms. I think that's what I'm going to do, and also possibly have a little cry. We'll see. Hello, it is Bank Holiday Monday and I'm once again making my way from the tent to the main festival area. A lot of people have already started packing up. It's already looking, there you go, a little bit sparse. I had a lazy morning and missed Nadia Bolz-Weber's talk, which I'm really sad about. But on the plus side, I did buy her book yesterday and I got it signed. She's terrifying. She is absolutely terrifying, but I love that and I'm glad she exists. She's a very smart lady. That's a Greenbelt taxi going past. One tiny gripe though, Greenbelt. Why are there no paper recycling things anywhere? They're really, really good about plastic and cans and Greenbelt cups that you can get here at Jesus Arms, just there. But no paper recycling. Pretty much everything food and drink wise is paper, and card. So it doesn't make an awful lot of sense. And I'm interested to know why that's not a thing, given that everyone here is so recycling conscious. Just started the interview. She's so lovely and such a chatterbox, which is a gift obviously when you're interviewing. And we've got a cheeky selfie. Here it is. That was brilliant. Really pumped. That was super great. Now off to interview Harry Baker. Exciting. Such a glorious day. I'm just walking to get some food now because today I've had one croissant, hobnob and a go-ahead bar. I've got all of the carbs and none of the goodness. So I'm going to try and find somewhere that will get me something nice and relatively nutritious. There's plenty to choose from. I've been told to go to the Tibetan stand because that's very nice, but there's also falafel. I do love falafel. Then is that the right choice? But no, all of the serious questions here at Greenbelt. Been reflecting with the team on how it's all gone, and it's been a lovely few days. Intense and provoking and challenging, but ultimately still hopeful. Gone for vegetarian masala dal, which looks amazing. Don't know what's going on in there at the moment, but that's where I'm going to be later for the rest of the evening. I'm going to see potentially a bit of Josie Long and then Bourgeois Maurice, which I'm really excited about, and then finishing off with James Acaster. I cannot wait. I love him. I'll tell you what, Josie Long's suffering from a bit of nominal determinism. Look at this. That's the cue. Gotta go sit with my coffee and read a book and get some sweets and steak out. Okay. I've got my coffee, I've got my pick and mix, and now I wait. Greenbelt, you've been a joy. Cheers. Who's out here? Hello, darling. Hello. You got Teddy. Hi. Hi, sweetheart. You got Teddy. Oh, hello, Teddy. What's this? What's this? Do you want to be in the show? Do you want to come in the film? Do you want to come in the film? Do you? I'm clean. Oh, so lovely to be clean. They do have showers, but you have to pay for them, and that's not always not always what you want in a shower. I just thought I'd share a few thoughts about Greenbelt. First of all, it was a lovely, positive experience of a festival. It was artsy, it was faithy, very chilled. I couldn't help but notice, as some other people did as well, it was not very diverse. That's obviously not necessarily a bad thing, in that if it's accidental, that's, you know, one of those things. But it is nonetheless interesting because, you know, it's a festival that's thinking about how we improve and change the world, and it can suffer from, at times I think, a little bit of sort of the white man's burden complex. Hi. I've just Tots, I'm trying to film. Don't mind me, you little troublemaker. Anyway, as I was saying, I think it can get into a little bit of a white middle class cis man's burden complex about kind of, we're doing a really good job and we're saving the world, and everyone else isn't, and what a shame for them that they're not us. And that obviously is not terribly Christian. Now this is not based on the people that I met, because I didn't really meet many people at Greenbelt. I was busy on the outside observing and writing and that kind of thing, so it's not a slight on the people who attend Greenbelt at all. It's just an overarching theme that I think is worth being careful of in that scenario, that you don't get sort of so self-congratulatory. And I wasn't the only one who brought this up, which was helpful to me. I went to a panel discussion by Stand Up Christology on basically how far is too far in comedy, and they mentioned kind of Greenbelt and the sort of sin of smugness, which I thought, I'm just going to carry on, I thought was very interesting, that I wasn't the only one who had noticed that. And in a church setting where we're celebrating equality and mutual respect, I think it's also a good reminder that we need to respect those who have opinions that not only we don't agree with, but we fundamentally think we disrespect, because those are the people that Jesus came for as well. I was just really interested in something James Acaster said in his set. People ask about playing Greenbelt, like, oh, do you have to be really careful? And he said, nah, they're really bad Christians. And we all laughed, like, ha ha ha, isn't that funny? And he liked that we laughed, and he said, yeah, because you know that you're not bad Christians. And then he said, yeah, you're the ones that pick and choose. And immediately my radar went off, like, no, that's not good. It was clear there'd been a shift in the room where other people were doing the same thing. And then he said, no, I mean that you are open-minded enough and you listen to each other, and you can respect what other people say without punching each other in the head. I feel like I'm all right with being that kind of Christian. I don't want to be someone who is not passionate enough about Jesus to stand up for what I believe in, and someone who's too malleable to culture, but equally I don't want to stick my head in the sand and remove myself from culture or from the ideas of other people, because I'm learning all the time, and just because I've got a particular idea of Jesus doesn't always make it right. If you would like to hear more of my thoughts on Greenbelt or read some of the things that I wrote while I was there, then head over to the Tearfund Lifestyle website, and you'll be able to find the links to everything there. Simeon, who was vlogging at Greenbelt, is also on YouTube, and I'll put a link to his channel in the description box. Thank you very much for joining me, and who knows, perhaps I'll see you next year. I am now going to enjoy relaxing and feeling squeaky clean. See you soon. Bye.